It's a new day today here in Wanaka, and after climbing Roy's Peak, which is the hill out in front of you, Juliet and I are now in a kayak and we're out on the lake. So you see we've got really lovely views. There's Juliet sitting there doing the steering and not much else. Getting some own back for in Laos where she did all the work. But yep, really nice. And we're going to be heading about 45 minutes over to an island, which is sort of in the foreground of what you can see, but it is a bit hidden by the things behind it. And when we get there, we'll get back to you. We are now nearly at Ruby Island. It's just in front of us there. You might be able to see the dock we're going to be landing at very soon. And we have, of course, the lovely views around us of Wanaka. But yep, hopefully we're there soon because we need a bit of a sit down on dry land. So after about 45 minutes, we're now here on Ruby Island. And it is very nice here. There's a little loop track you can do around. We're not going to do that because we have a kayak, so we're just going to go around on the kayak. But if I walk up here to these rocks, you'll be able to see back from where we come. And it's well worth doing this. It's not very expensive. It's like $30 each, so £15. It's nice and easy. And here we've got the lovely view of Wanaka's lake and the landscape around it. We're now going to be heading back to the town on the other side of the lake to get a few different views of the landscape around. So here we are back on the water. So we've just been on Ruby Island, which is that one there. And we're now going to be going over to the trees over there, then back round to the beach, which should hopefully be a bit of a short cut back. But we just wanted to give a bit of a demonstration of how clear the water is. So I'm going to dunk this in and we'll see how much can be seen of the bottom. It looks pretty clear from where I am, but we'll see. Yep, so I'm not sure how much we've seen there, but me and Juliet had good fun waving at the camera. After about an hour's drive, we have now left Lake Wanaka and we are at the Blue Pools, which are, well, I don't know, to be honest. Lakes, probably. We'll find out in about 15 minutes' time. So we are here at the pools. The first thing is a bridge, which is interesting because of the sign. If there's any more than 10 people on it, you're bound to die, which is always refreshing to be told. And now we'll go walk on the bridge. Now I think we're close to the Blue Pools, but I'm not entirely sure, but we should get a good view of the river when we're up here anyway. You might be able to tell that the whole bridge is a little bit bouncy. There are some very nice views down the river and then back up it. Here we are on another bridge looking at the river which feeds into the Blue Pools, and as you can see this river is very blue, but if I spin around you can see they're even bluer here as they drain into the imaginatively named Blue River in the distance. Very nice. We're going to go down there now and probably not go in, but we're going to see how cold it is. We're now back at the car park after the Blue Pools, but we've got one last beautiful view up the river and into the valley behind. Really pretty. Next up for us is going to be the village of Haast, about an hour away, where we're going to spend the night. And then we're going to be heading up the west coast of New Zealand to some glaciers, so we'll see you then.
So we've now driven up the road. This is Thunder Creek Waterfall. Very impressive, quite pretty. Obviously it's quite moving as well and the river is in front of it. So this is it for us today. We're going to go and find a campsite, chill out, go to sleep because we're still quite tired. Who knew skydiving knackers you out?
After a nice night's sleep here in Haast, we are now at a nature reserve at somewhere called Ship Creek, because there was a shipwreck here many years ago, And this is just a very pretty place to come to, with this nice beach looking out to the sea and the creek going past just to the side. And there you go, really nice view. We're heading up to some glaciers today. Not sure what we're going to see, but I'm sure there's a few more bits and bobs we'll get to along the way. From Ship Creek, we've driven about 2 hours up the road past the Fox Glacier to the Franz Josef Glacier area, which hopefully we're going to have a look at tomorrow. But today we are heading up the Tartar River, which is here in front of me. And about 10 minutes up this path here, there is a man-made tunnel we can go walk through, which apparently has some glowworms in it. We're now here at the Tartar Tunnel, which was driven through the mountain to bring water into the area to use for some gold sluicing. And over here is the tunnel itself. So shortly we'll be heading into there, and if there's anything to see, we'll get back to you. We have now walked all the way down the tunnel. It's really good fun. It's not too low, so you can walk down it quite easily, but there is water which is very cold on the ground. The light you can possibly see is the exit, and above our heads, don't know how easily it is to see, but there are some glowworms up here, shining their little glows down onto the tunnel. And then if I swing round and turn some lights on, you'll be able to see down the tunnel itself. Now again, not sure how much of this is coming out on video, but walking down it, it's really, really impressive and very interesting thing to do. It's a new day here at the Franz Josef Glacier, but unfortunately it's a bit of a cloudy one. So today we're just looking at the glacier. It's been a bit of a slow day for us, just writing some postcards and doing a few bits and bobs. We're going to be going to the hot pools now, which are a sauna type place. And tomorrow we may be doing a heli hike on the glacier, or we may just be heading further up the coast. We'll find out tomorrow. We're here at Franz Josef Glacier again, and shockingly the weather is not bad. Glacier is up there, some sun up there, and we're going to be taking off in this helicopter soon and going for a walk around on the glacier, hopefully. We are here on the ice, managed to make it despite the helicopter breaking its key, so we had to get a different one. But here we are, yeah, having a good wander around. And we're now wandering down various crevasses and across the ice sheet. But we'll get back to you when some interesting things occur. But just generally, it's nice to be walking around here, and me and Juliet are both very glad we hung around all of yesterday to come do it today. Here we are a bit higher up the ice sheet, with a lot of ice falling down at this ice waterfall.
And we'll get down a little bit and then we'll talk about that bit of black rock.
We're going to continue walking around for a bit longer though. Let's see what else we can find.
Nice.
So we have now finished our tour, walked around the glacier for 2 hours, and we are now getting the helicopter back. The clouds coming in, so it's definitely time to leave.
After successfully completing our heli hike, which was really good fun, we've now just headed down the road a little bit to this lovely lake outside of Franz Josef. And we'll be heading further up the coast now to a town called Greymouth. But yeah, the heli hike was good. We're very lucky because not many people got to go on the glacier today, and this was our last chance to do it. So we're all very glad we got there. We're just a little bit north of Greymouth now. We're at the Pancake Rocks, which, as you can see, are rocks with a lot of laminate in them. But it's got a very nice view out over the coast behind. And you might be able to hear down there, you've got a lot of waves coming up through some blowholes. If I just walk around though, be able to get a good view out across the sea. This is pretty much it for here. We're now going to be heading to Arthur's Pass, which is going to take us back to Christchurch, and from there we're going to be flying up to Auckland. So we'll get back to you if there's something interesting to see. Here we are in Arthur's Pass, pretty close to Christchurch now, and we've just had lunch in this nice car park. We're in a bit of a rush just to get to the flights, but the interesting thing about here is if you were going to get the train, which is just there, this is one of the stops, and the train line from Christchurch to Greymouth, where we were yesterday, is considered one of the best things to do here in New Zealand. But for us, this is pretty much it, and we'll get back to you at some point in the future.